Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas. Riggins said he's been on Christmas break for about a week now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm feeling it.
I love it. Let's phone it in Friday.
Well, you are phoning it in.
Yeah.
Literally, you're at your house.
True.
Lynn.
Yeah.
She's probably using one of those mouse jigglers that all those stay at home, those work from home employees use that just jiggles their mouse to make it look like they're working.
I love that.
And
what if I just did like one of those AI images and I'm still in the bed?
Didn't we have stories about people who would do that, but they would take their iPad or their laptop in the store with them, like they're doing grocery shopping and all that, and then they would just move it to make it look like they were working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually heard there's a CEO of a large company that went on Amazon and typed in mouse jigglers and bought thousands of them, and then through fingerprints traced them back to like see which employees were using them.
No.
I'd have to find out more details, but I was like, that is diabolical.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. Well, I still don't. You could explain it to me and I wouldn't know how it works.
Yeah, I mean, and the way I said it doesn't even make sense, but that's the story I had heard.
I would quit if somebody, so he's basically like tricking them.
Basically, yeah.
I think it's like he's trying to see how it moves it, and he's tracking what other people are doing with that.
Maybe.
The way it
It's
moves.
like putting a tracker on your car. Oh, I would quit immediately.
Well, I mean, if you're paying the people to be working and they're not, then you want to fire them anyway. So,
well, what are the days of trusting people?
well,
what are the days?
Yeah, those days are gone because people have proven themselves to be untrustworthy. Mm-hmm. You know, they're the ones.
I'd be the one using the jiggler.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The jiggler came first.
That's why I'm so mad.
That's why you're so upset. Yeah. How dare you?
Hey, it's TJ, and I say it every year at this time. The perfect gift for someone in your life that you love is Omaha Steaks. Have delicious Omaha Steaks delivered to your house and save a lot of money. You can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com plus a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an extra $30 off with the promo code TJR. I'm telling you, whomever you give this as a gift is going to love it. It's Omaha Steaks. Order today at omahasteaks.com.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Sponsors like Brad & Brothers Heating, Air, and Electrical. Find out more about Brad & Brothers at bradandbrothers.com.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So during an edition of Now Trending, we were talking about the trailer for the new Superman movie that has a new director, new Superman, and people are really excited about it, or superhero movie fans are excited about it. I don't know that the general public is itching for another superhero movie, especially one about Superman.
Yeah.
But during that conversation, Lindsay said, I used to find Christopher Reeve so attractive because why, Lindsay? Why? Tell us the story about Christopher Reeve.
So he was the first man or boy, I don't know how old he was, but anyway, the first attractive male I had ever seen. I was maybe 5 or 6. My brother had a cardboard cutout of him in his room. Actually, it was our room. We lived in a tiny house. My parents got married super young, had kids young. My dad was on radio, so we only had like 2 extra bedrooms. So when my brother was born, he got the crib room, and me and my brother shared bunk beds, in a room. So I was in his room. So every night before bed, I would kiss the cardboard cutout. And I remember kissing him before nap. And my mom would come in and I would just be like talking to him like a psycho.
Now, how big was it? Was it life size?
Life size. And I would like reach up and like give him a little peck. And I'd be like, I've got to go. I've got to go to bed. I mean, he was my dream. And I was young.
And he was in the Superman costume and all.
He was standing with his arms, and his cape was, I'll never forget. I should look up Cardboard Cut because they probably still have them.
The thing is that it was the 90s. There would have been 100 other people that she could have chosen as like a teen idol or whatever it was. But she chose Christopher Reeve. It's like picking Morgan Freeman.
It wasn't the night. I think it was 89.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I was young and they were into, my brother's older than me. So he was into that. And I'm telling you, I would talk to him like something wasn't right with me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was the only one she was exposed to because her brother was a Superman fan, and she just looked at him. I mean, she didn't have Patrick Swayze in the room. Like he didn't have a cutout of Patrick Swayze or anything.
Right. Did you ever?
And Christopher Reeves was younger than. I mean, he was probably in his
20s. Yeah.
During that movie, yeah. Mm-hmm. So as you got older, did you keep kissing him?
I mean, it went on for probably about a year. I mean, I remember putting in my Lady Lovely Locks hair clips, hair weave.
Oh, sure.
I started young with that too. Yeah. And I would just be talking to him like, do you like my hair?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Did you have a thing like that where you'd kiss the girls in the magazines that you saw in like a Sears catalog or something like that? You never did anything like that. Is that a strictly girl thing? Because I don't remember doing that either.
I tried to scratch one of this ad for tanning lotion, and it was a really tan blonde model, and she had on a green bikini. And I tried to get a knife to scrape the bikini off of her.
No, you didn't.
I swear I did. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like it was going to reveal something under the picture.
We were funny. Stupid kids, weren't we?
Perverts.
Yeah, I was a pervert.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The new TJ and Riggins Show gallery button with the pictures, videos, and links you're hearing us talk about on the show. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
So yesterday we were talking about cruises, and Lindsay went on a cruise and it was miserable for her. And when you think about it, you're talking about somebody who can't even ride in the back seat of a car ever without getting car sick.
Right.
And is going to get on a ship and go out in the open seas.
I didn't even
for
think
7
of that.
days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
You'll do anything for love. Now I'd be like, are you crazy?
But there is a cruise now that is so popular that they have to do a lottery type drawing with all of the applicants that are trying to get on this cruise. I think they only do it like they do it 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. And it's always this time of year because it is a Hallmark Christmas cruise.
What?
So the whole cruise is, dedicated to those Hallmark Christmas movies, and they have some of the actors that come on to the cruise and do.
Oh gosh,
I would love that
stuff.
if it wasn't a cruise.
Yeah, so like you could go up into the auditorium or whatever and hear them talk about how they did this in this movie and like.
Oh dear.
I don't know any of them that are on there now regularly, but it used to be like that Candace Cameron Burr,
Yeah.
or whatever
What
her
about
name.
Lacey Lacey
Chabert.
Yeah.
Oh, great. We get to have dinner with Stacey Dash. It's like, I'm jumping off the boat.
Yeah, but our friends that own Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville.
Yeah.
Dawn, the wife of the couple that owns the store, she applied this year, and she and Vicky that works there were going to go, but they didn't make it. They didn't get chosen, so they'll reapply next year. And my wife is like, "Oh my God, I would love that," and she doesn't like cruises.
It's a lot of women. It's not a lot of married couples.
No, they know a couple that went that they had talked to, and the wife didn't tell the husband what kind of cruise it was until they got on it and said, "This is a Hallmark cruise."
She's a psycho. I'd divorce. That's divorce.
I would be divorced. That's what I was going to say.
Shame on you. That's not even funny.
Can you imagine?
No. I'd get off in Bermuda or wherever and I'd say, "See ya, sayonara."
I don't even know if they go to surely they go to tropical places, right?
I would hope so. Yeah. But it is a Christmas cruise. Maybe they're going somewhere not as fun.
Remember, I was going to go to that true crime convention in Nashville that time, Riggins?
Yeah. You never ended up doing that, did you?
No, it was expensive. And
oh, was it?
Yeah.
To meet people, like, what are you seeing at that
convention?
Well,
they give you, the stories of what happened after the documentaries. And then they had, I said I was going to go, but that's something that I would have been really into until it was time to do it. And then I would have gone, I don't care about that.
A seminar? No, not for TJ.
Yeah. But, when they do the series where they have someone who reenacts, like on Homicide Hunter, they had the detective that would tell all the stories, and then somebody acted the reenactments who was young and all of that. And like that actor would have been there. And then that guy, the guy who was the detective would be there and, talking about cases and stuff like that.
The reenactment actor.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Silly. I know. Well, I didn't go.
Good.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. I love our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, mainly because they have so many different options. You can find diamonds, fashion jewelry, anything for this holiday season. So make sure to tell your loved ones to check out our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamonds for directions. At our Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Table and Twine and their great subscription program. Go to tableandtwine.com and check it out for yourself. That's tableandtwine.com for Table and Twine.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Ooh, there's a tiff over Christmas drama happening in Lindsay's house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lindsay and her wonderful husband, Kyle, she's upset him, and we'll tell you all about it. Let her tell us the story, because we don't know the full story. Coming up in a few minutes.
Are they quarreling?
Yeah, they're quarreling. Quarreling.
So Christmas right around the corner, and Patrick Mahomes just got shown up by some fellow NFLers. Joe Burrow gave his teammates authentic Japanese katana swords.
What?
He walked them into a room where they had all these swords laid out, and they could pick whichever one they wanted. I don't know how much those cost, but they called them authentic Japanese katana swords.
Yeah.
So, what is that the weirdest gift you could possibly give somebody?
It's very nerdy, I think, and it's kind of disappointing because I'm such a huge Joe Barrow fan. You know,
Who wants one of those?
Everybody. What are you talking about? I'd take a authentic katana. It sounds awesome.
I don't know.
Also, they're all nerdy, is the thing.
Or maybe
Matt,
you're
we
just
don't
not cool.
We don't know that they liked them. We just know that he gave them to them.
Good point.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
that was only taken into consideration what he gave. But Brock Purdy, quarterback, also gave his teammates. He walked them out into the parking lot, and he had 5 Toyota Tundras and 5 Toyota Sequoias, and said you can pick one. So he gave them trucks, SUVs. Now he does have a partnership with Toyota.
Exactly. But I mean, he still had to work the deal and all that. Of course, that's in San Francisco, so they're still having to live in San. Unless they're taking those trucks and loading them with their furniture and getting out of there, it's not really a gift.
Maybe that's the idea. Dennis Rodman trending today for an unusual reason. His daughter is a professional soccer player. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Her name is Trinity Rodman. She was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and she said, my dad is a dad in name only. Only by blood. We don't spend any time together. Well, he just posted this apology to her on social media saying, I'm sorry I wasn't the father you expected me to be. Now, what kind of apology is that? That's saying your expectations of me as a father were flawed instead of just saying, I'm sorry I wasn't there. But he says he calls her a lot. She just never answers the phone.
Yeah.
It's a backhanded apology.
So, absolutely it is.
And I just can't. I think she's way out of line here because there's no way I'm going to believe that Dennis Rodman was not your typical white picket fence dad. Coming home from work every day, just getting his slippers and smoke a pipe.
Yeah. She details some of the things why they moved out with her mom. She said he was throwing parties 24/7.
Yeah.
He was having random girls come over all the time. They slept in their car for a while. And she is beautiful. She is stunningly beautiful.
Well, so is he. Oh my goodness,
He's such
what a cute fella.
freak show. But she seems totally normal and balanced considering her father is Dennis Rodman, which was surprising. So, and then today's National Sangria Day. So nothing like a cool, refreshing, summery drink at the end of December. I don't understand that fully.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because is it summer in Mexico?
It might be. They might be celebrating summer down there right now. So we'll find out. Seems like an excuse to drink a lot of wine if it's in a pitcher, honestly. That's all it means.
Or is it Spanish, like from Spain, sangria?
Who knows?
I'll find out, though.
The worst restaurant for TJ to go to. I just found it, and I can't wait to share it with him next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas. Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
At the beginning of every hour of the TJ and Riggins Show, it's Now Trending, where Riggins brings you the most important news of the day. Now Trending is sponsored by No More Last Days. Go to tjriggins.com/lastdaysnow to see how you can help them ensure more dogs have no more last days. Again, that's tjriggins.com/lastdays.
Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ, you went to lunch? You went out to lunch yesterday?
Yeah.
With a friend of ours.
I did, yes.
How was it?
Great.
Yeah.
Loved catching up. Loved the restaurant because I've eaten there several times and I liked it.
Yeah. Fellowship.
Oh, yeah. Sharing one with another.
Absolutely. Was it a nice restaurant or kind of a casual
Casual dining, but I mean, it had a wait staff and all, which, I wouldn't be at one that didn't, where you got to order at the counter.
Yeah.
Like you're at a shelter.
You're a casual diner kind of guy.
Yeah.
Casual dining kind of guy. You can go anywhere. You're kind of a chameleon, but that's sort of your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I thought of you yesterday when I saw this video pop up online of this woman eating at a restaurant, and all of a sudden she's eating tacos, and all of a sudden a raccoon jumps up and takes an entire taco off of her plate, like at her lap. And I thought, what is that? Well, there's a place in Puerto Vallarta called Taqueria Los Mapeches, which is a place where you can go get tacos, and they have raccoons that just exist in the dining space.
And it's cute, and people like the experience of getting to see these raccoons.
People seem to like feeding the raccoons. They like these raccoons jumping up in their lap.
God.
They're feeding them. They're hanging from the rafters in the restaurant.
Dirty.
That is disgusting.
And these are wild raccoons.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Go
You know
ahead.
they're pooping.
Oh, I think about the smell. I don't know anything about raccoons. What I do know is we call them trash pandas because they like going through people's trash, and they're kind of vicious, I think, if they're cornered.
They will tear you up.
He's so cute, though.
They're cute, but there's a lot of things that are cute that I don't need on my taco. Like grabbing my taco.
Right.
It sounded bad, but that's just awful. I mean, and it's a hot spot for tourists and locals
grabbing my
alike.
taco.
Yeah. But it's just to me, it's one step above taking your dog into a restaurant. I mean, one step below that as far as the bad scale.
Really?
Yeah. Having a dog in just a regular restaurant is not, I don't like that either.
Fair enough. Well, I've looked up, are there other restaurants where you can eat with animals? This is not the only one. The number one restaurant to eat with animals is in France. It's got 3 Michelin stars. It's called La Ferme de Mon Pere. I feel like I messed that up. Yeah. It's a Michelin star restaurant where a guy recreated a farmhouse, and you can eat with the animals. And he says you also get the authentic farmyard, barnyard smells while you're eating. He said it adds to the experience.
Yeah, that's what
I would puke.
Hay and poop. I love that.
Horses, hens, some even rats milling around in the barn. You can eat with all those animals.
Nothing better than poop with a side of spaghetti. You know what I mean?
Nothing like a good lasagna with a turd on the side.
People have just lost their minds. But, at least, because you know me, I'm Mr. Silver Lining.
Sure.
At least these places haven't made it to U.S. America yet.
Good point.
At least in U.S. America, we still have, some, shred of our common sense left to where we're not allowing that in restaurants with raccoons and livestock.
Yeah, well, the Rainforest Cafe is like 6 months away from introducing real animals. I'm sure of it. Things don't go great.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When it comes to football, I know where I'm headed. Wild Wing Cafe. They've got hot wings, cold beer, and football on all the big screens. It's the best place to catch every play, enjoy some killer wings, and ice-cold drinks. See you at Wild Wing Cafe, your game day headquarters.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A new call and text the show option where you can send us a text or leave us a voicemail, which we may even use on the show. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Lily and Grace, Design, Home, Living. It's Lily and Grace. Go to tjriggins.com/LG to find out more. That's tjriggins.com/LG.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
All right, right before we started the show, Lindsay just said Kyle is mad at me because I ruined my Christmas present. So we don't know anything else but that. So, Lindsay, it must be bad if Kyle, Mr. Easygoing, got upset.
Yeah, because he never gets upset about anything.
What happened?
So yesterday I'm in downtown Statesville, our Gregory Jewelers. I take my mom. She's getting a ring. her ring fixed. Well, I'm getting my rings fixed, so I had to leave my rings there. Well, for insurance reasons, you have to give an appraisal amount for your rings, just in case the place burns down or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I have no idea what these, let me just call him. So I give him a call and I hear, da 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 da. The caller you've reached is not in service. I'm like, what? Now he's in Winston-Salem for the day for work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe he's just in a bad area. So call him again, does the same thing. I'm like, Mom, give me your phone. Let me call him. Maybe it's my phone. Same thing. So now I'm kind of starting to worry because it's been like 30 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? So I end up calling the guy he's with from his office, and he answers. His name's Neil. He answers. He's like, hey, what's up? I was like, Kyle's phone's not working. Like, what's going on? He was like, oh, let me have him call you from my phone, or, when I get back to him or whatever. And so I'm like, thank you. So 2 minutes later, Kyle calls me from his phone. He's like, listen, I don't know what's going on. We have AT&T. AT&T's something's going on. I don't know. I said, well, it sounds like you didn't pay your bill. Well, his $1 billion company pays his bill, so we know it's fine. And he's like, I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I have a meeting. Fine. So he gets home from Winston-Salem and it's still not working. So he goes into AT&T. It's like 3 hours, still nothing. He gets home and it's like 7:00 at night. He said, I don't know. Well, I have no idea. They don't know it. We've tried to figure it out. I've cut my phone on and off, giving me the whole rundown. He's like, but we'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm like, Kyle, something's going on. Something's weird. He's like, I know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Like, I'm exhausted from dealing with all this. I just want to go to bed. I'm like, we've got to figure this out. Like this, I just won't let it go. I keep nagging and nagging. And finally, he just comes downstairs. He's like, Lindsay, I can't do anything as a surprise for you. You just won't let anything go. I'm like, what? He's like, well, I was getting off my company plan. I bought you a brand new iPhone 16 Max, whatever it is. And we're getting on a plan together. And they just had cut my phone off too soon. And it was like a whole thing. And so there you go. Merry Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, you got me a new phone? Because I desperately need one. I have like a 12 or an 11. Yeah. So I just ruin everything. He's like, this is why you always complain you don't have surprises, but this is why. Because you just won't let it go. Because for an hour, I'm just like going on.
Yeah. That's a typical thing that you could have easily just said, oh, well, he'll figure it out, I guess. And they'll give him another phone or whatever. But you're just like, because you knew better than he did. You've got to get this settled.
Well, and I'm like, you have to work. He works from his phone when he's on the road and he's leaving today again. So I'm just like, you have to, like, what's going to happen? And it's the last day he's working for the month. And just like, he's like, and it's none of my business. Like, it's not.
No, it's not. And that's what you should remember.
I know.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
How would you like to be part of a Christmas miracle? Make a donation to TJ and Riggins Breaking and Entering Christmas. Visit tjriggins.com/Christmas and click the donate button. There's a needy family in Western North Carolina who could really use your help. tjriggins.com/Christmas.
Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. I love our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, mainly because they have so many different options. You can find diamonds, fashion jewelry, anything for this holiday season. So make sure to tell your loved ones to check out our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamonds for directions. At our Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Sponsors like CompuCom, because every company is a technology company now. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace isn't easy. Let CompuCom help. CompuCom.com for more information. That's CompuCom.com for CompuCom.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
Okay, we got another filthy celebrity. Like filthy as in unhygienic.
Oh, no.
Because you know how Mila Kunis and what's his name?
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. You know, they came out. We're talking about they rarely take showers and all that. And several celebrities have said that. Well, at least they were talking about themselves. Tommy Lee, the drummer for the band Motley Crue, his wife was on a podcast and said that he takes a shower once a week.
Really?
She said he's very neat, but he only takes a shower once a week, and but he never stinks or never gives her, as they said on the podcast, the ick.
Okay.
And she says he's just so good looking that it wouldn't even matter because he's. And then she said, but it's because he was born in Greece, and that's they don't, in certain customs, they don't shower every day and this, that, and the other. His mom is Greek. His dad was in the military, and that's why he was in Greece and married his mom. And Tommy Lee has been living in U.S. America with an American dad since he was 2.
Okay.
So
he's just lazy.
I guess, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, that you just don't want to put in the effort to go in and, you know, clean yourself and dry off and groom and whatever else you got to do. I don't understand it.
No.
I don't understand it at all. Now, people who say, all right, you shouldn't take a shower every day because it's not good for your skin, or I have, dry skin and that sort of thing, that's different than once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people of Greece.
Even every other day is, it's bad, but it'd be better.
Yeah, exactly. The Grecian people are like, don't put that on us, like, because you're nasty. You're gonna indict all of us as being, unhygienic.
Yeah, I think probably years ago they put out a statement that said, Tommy Lee, stop claiming that you're one of us.
Yeah, please.
For a bunch of different reasons.
Keep that over there. And he's sweating playing drums. You know how they work up a sweat. I know he's stinking and
he's out by the pool all the time and doing stuff like that. And just, I cannot imagine being out at the pool, for a couple hours and then coming in and not taking a shower for another 6 days.
Yeah, once a week is nuts.
And you know how when people are telling other people about numbers of stuff, they exaggerate. So I wonder if it's really like once a month,
Yeah, it might be.
Like he's like, I'm going to say once a week, but
I think that all started when it became fashionable to look like your hair is dirty, with all the grunge that came in the early 90s and all of that. And it just pushed us clean people from the 80s out of the mainstream. They wanted to look as dirty and all as possible, like that Nirvana, all of them. Yeah. That's when that became, well, if we're going to look dirty, we might as well be dirty.
Oh,
yeah.
The grunge phase.
Yeah, why go take a shower if the trendy look is to be dirty?
Sure.
Looking.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give this Tommy Lee method a shot next week. We're on vacation. I'll give it a shot.
Do it. You've done it. Rob's done it. Just not as a routine for day to day.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The charity Peyton's Promise would not be possible without great sponsors. Great sponsors like Jewelers on Main. located in downtown Mooresville. Go to tjriggins.com/jewel to find out more about Jewelers on Main. Again, that's tjriggins.com/jewel.